Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a beer, it's time for some Path of Exile discussion. So today I wanted to return to a series I've been doing looking at popular and powerful endgame uniques. And today I wanted to look at an item that has rapidly become one of the very top chase items in the game. This is Replica Forbidden Shako, an item that a lot of people don't even realize exists. So, Forbidden Shako was a harvest item. It drops from a Shabi, and it had a little bit of potential but wasn't very widely used. Replica Forbidden Shako comes along and takes the same core theme, but gives it a number of new min-maxing possibilities. So let's go through what this item does. This item has 3 mods on it, and it has a very large amount of variance. So firstly, it's got 25 to 30 to all attributes. This really doesn't matter, you're using it for its other mods. Then it has supported by level 1 to 10 of a random support gem. And then it has the big one. Socketed gems are supported by level 25 to 35 of a random support gem. So, Replica Forbidden Shako is so good because there are a number of support gems that are extraordinarily good when they're scaled up to very high gem levels. So some of the ones that are particularly notable. Ice Bite is very popular at in this situation. However, one that's only just come up in the current league is Socketed gems are supported by level 25 or higher Spell Totem. The reason that that's so good is that Spell Totems get a tremendous boost to their hit points based upon additional gem levels. And this is the highest way that you can scale gem levels on Spell Totem in the game. You can get a Spell Totem that has, if you have, say, Spell Totem gem level 27, that'll be something like double and a half the hit points of a gem level 20 Spell Totem. And if you can scale it up to 35 by an extremely lucky roll on Replica Forbidden Shako, then at that point you are looking at having, something like triple and a half or more the hit points of a baseline level 20 Spell Totem. Why do you care about the hit points on a Spell Totem? The reason is simple: Forbidden Rite. Forbidden Rite is a skill that's turned out to be the number 3 top meta skill in the Expedition League, and it's usually used in conjunction with totems. So increasing the hit points of your totem then causes them to both be tankier and also to deal more damage with Forbidden Rite, because Forbidden Rite deals damage equal to 12% of the hit points of the entity that is casting the skill. So Replica Forbidden Shako is absolutely incredible if it rolls a high level if it rolls a high level Ice Bite, or if it rolls a high level Spell Totem. It's also pretty good if you get added cold damage, added chaos damage, added lightning damage, and I think Innovate is also something that's pretty good. So, in terms of the way that this works with Divine Orbs, if you apply a Divine Orb to it, it does 2 things. Firstly, it re-rolls the level from 1 to 10, and also the level from 25 to 35. But it also re-rolls the support gems that are involved on the item. So that means that you might get a Replica Forbidden Shako that drops with supported by level 7 added Fire, which is not very good, and supported by level 31 Ice Bite, which is very good. At that point, if you were to apply a Divine Orb to it, you might end up with it having Socketed gems that are supported by level 28 Hypothermia afterwards, which is much worse, and then some other low tier support gem. There's something like 133 different supports that can roll, and so this is a tremendous sink of Divine Orbs. Replica Forbidden Shako, if it were more common, would be something that would be one of the primary uses of Divine Orbs in the game. However, Replica Forbidden Shako is such a rare item that it is not really, it's not really all that meaningful a sink of Divine Orbs across the entire League economy. So, where does this come from? This comes exclusively from heists that have replica rewards, and it is legitimately rare. There's been a streamer that made Iron vs. Wild, who made an effort to loot every single heist unique and documented all of his findings. When he was doing this, he ran 1,000 replica heists, I think most of them with 4 wings, and in that time he found exactly 3 replica Forbidden Shakos. So you can say that it's something like 1 in 1,000 replica wings, so about 1 in 5,000 of the curios will be a replica Forbidden Shako. This item is rare. However, that causes it to be an extreme chase item. At the current time that I'm recording this video, the Replica Forbidden Shako is trading for about 42 Exalted Orbs in the Expedition League. It's one of the very, very top items in the game. I think only Headhunter is more expensive at the time that I'm recording this video, and it may end up exceeding Headhunter in price because it is so rare and so widely sought after and so well aligned to the current League meta. So that means that you get a considerable amount of additional loot. Basically, every time that you run a laboratory or prohibited library grand heist, just the slim chance of getting a replica Forbidden Shaco, even if it's only 1 in 1,000 per wing, this adds something like a 20th of an exalt to the value of each of the wings that you're running. Just having that lottery ticket to maybe hit a replica Forbidden Shaco. If you do get one of these, and you've got the currency to support it, what you should do is smash it with Divine Orbs until you either hit Ice Bite at Socketed Gem level 31 or higher, or Spell Totem at 30 or higher. If you can hit either of those, you should be able to sell it for at least half a mirror at the time that I'm recording this video. That price may change, and the more people know about this item, the more people that target those grand heists, you might find that it may fall in price, but for the moment, they are the absolute top things. What sort of enchants do you want on this helmet? You either want to hit +1 +1 projectiles to Forbidden Right in the current league, or you want to hit one of the top ones for any of the skills that use Ice Bite. And the most common one for that is Flicker Strike deals X% increased damage per Frenzy Charge. Because the builds that want the Ice Bite version of this tend to be Raiders that are using Ice Bite in conjunction with Flicker Strike, and that have every source of additional frenzy charges that their character can have on them. And those characters will get a lot of benefit out of that. Are there any Vaal implicits you want on this item? Probably not. They're all upside if you get them, but most of the power of the replica Forbidden Shaco is in the high level support gem that it offers. That's far beyond normal limits. And as a result, it's not all that significant to get the. It's not all that significant to get +2 to the level of whatever your primary skill is. So I wouldn't recommend Vaaling this item, even if you do have the massive bankroll to afford it. But of course, if you do so and you hit +1 power charges, then that would be something truly to be seen. So that's Replica Forbidden Shaco, really powerful item that a lot of people don't realize exists. The base Forbidden Shaco is not nearly as good because it has two support gems, but that doesn't have the extreme level scaling of 25 to 35. Instead, both of them are 15 to 25. And at that point, whilst level 25 on Spell Totem is really good, level 25 on Ice Bite is pretty good too. It's just not extraordinary, it's just solid. If you've got comments or questions though, definitely fire away below. Otherwise, may your Vaal Orbs have interesting results, and don't use one on a Replica Forbidden Shaco.